Nothing much that I would want. Outlander. Alrighty, so hello everyone and welcome. Welcome here on back into Morrowind. Here straight in the Twitch or later on in YouTube as well. And let's just crash you so I don't need to be worried about you. I think I should go outside here somewhere and sleep a little bit, and maybe I will go back to our apartment and see about going and reading some sort of a book. Oh, well, I guess I gotta deal with you first at least too. In the meantime, considering we left quite a few books behind, so that's definitely at least an option. And let's see, so I need the right spell so I can recall back home. Not that we are that far away from home, but just because we can easily enough do this, let's do it. And hopefully everyone has been doing well in the meantime. Okay. Let's see, what would be a book that we would like to read? Should it be just the one in the very top? Should it be something very, very different? I don't know. There's too many books. There's all these studies too. Cowardice of the enemy. Sure, I'll take that. Mercy unexpected from the book. Spell a mercy. Okay. So, if I take it away from there and place it somewhere else, then hey, definitely at least know that I've read it. For sure. Let's see. What was the thing that I needed to do? Hello, Satentenho. Welcome to the stream. You are actually the first one to say anything here, so welcome. And hopefully you've been doing well. Let's see. Where was this book? Cowardice of the enemy. That was the thing that I planned on reading. Come on, I just wanted to place it a little bit differently, but I guess I gotta do it a different way if I wish. Take, and then place it there a little bit better, hopefully. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. Hello, Scrub Lord, and you are indeed a second one coming up into here. Hopefully you've been doing well, Scrub Lord, as well. And welcome to the stream. Hopefully well. Any thunderstorms there, Satentenho, by the way? Or Scrub Lord? There is a little bit of a thunderstorm, or at least some thunder outside at the moment, so just as an information. How long a book? Not even a really long one, so let's just read it through then. Cowardice of the Enemy by Rentilis Lerot. Skyrim barely managed to duck another crushing blow and was beginning to wonder how long he would be able to evade. He knew his Tremora Lord opponent throughoutly outclassed him in every respect, but Skyrim was determined to hold Daedra here until his allies could flee to ruin. The merciless and tireless Tremora cared little for what Skyrim wanted, as yet another swing of its mace passed harmlessly overhead. Heavy atmosphere and a few water droplets, but nothing more at least yet, okay. And no thunderstorms. Just heat and moisture. Mostly been like that too in here, but just now, like half an hour before the stream started, basically started to hear, that's a little bit more of a thunderstorm actually starting up. Haven't or wasn't able to see any actual lightning, but heard roars, so to speak, or how should I say it, you know, thunder. So, in ducking this time, Skyrim didn't merely bow, but dropped to one knee. Exhaustion was taking a toll, and a menacing gleam in the Tremora's eye said it knew as much. Striving to put some distance between it and himself, Scaring tried to use his wooden staff to trip the Daedra. To his horror, the staff not only did not have the desired effect, but also splintered into pieces. The Tremora Lord took a wider stance to bring its mace down upon Skerrick with brutally malevolent force. The Nord scurried backwards, his ringmail jangling against the stone floor. Once, twice, 3 times the mace failed to find its mark and instead left valleys in the stone of the gold floor. But then Scaring encountered a wall, and he knew his life was surely nearing its end. The Daedra lifted the mace high into the air, laughing with wintry humor. Skerrick's last desperate act was not to raise his hands in a futile gesture of defense. Instead, he tried something he thought would confuse the Tremora and allow him time to get to his feet. Lunging towards the Daedra's feet, he cast a spell to heal the few meager injuries he had been able to inflict upon the Tremora. It continued to hold the mace high in the air for a moment, a bit longer than expected. Then it threw the mace to the ground in disgust, its demonic face contorting in denied rage. Who would imagine honor in a beast so pathetic? It rumbled in a voice that made Skerrick's blood run cold. Shaking its horned head, it dismissively added, "I will allow you to leave this shrine. Your allies, however, are lost. Do not come back, ever." It turned its back to Skerrick as it walked back into the depths of the shrine. Taking the opportunity presented, Skerrick happily abandoned his companions to the tender mercies of the Tremora. So first, attempting to actually keep them safe, so to speak, before protecting so that they could escape, and now, yeah, who cares? Kind of strange. In light of his own life, this did not seem so worth protecting. Okay, that's a strange thing. What is the spell? Okay, Mercy Unexpected was the spell that we learned, which isn't also that amazing, but it is a restore health on touch, so we can actually heal someone else. Why did we learn it now? Because I just before, when I wanted to try to do the heal otters, I just bought this downable heal otter spell, and now I had to learn this Mercy Unexpected. Of course, it has to happen right afterwards. Oh well. It has been so long since I have experienced good thunderstorm. Yeah, I'm kind of happy that it's a thunderstorm, but unfortunately I cannot really completely enjoy the thunderstorm considering we're streaming. So there's that unfortunate thing, because I can hear it thundering, and I like thunder, kinda, you know, even though it can be dangerous and everything. At least if you go outside and actually a lightning would be able to hit you, then yeah, it would be dangerous, but I still like thunder, sort of, you know. What would be the other book? Maybe the fairy, sure. I'll read the fairy. Very shall it be. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Also a short book. That is how I always... that is how it always goes with getting something. The Fairy by Zun Triop. Fairy have been on Tamriel in all probability long before recorded history, perhaps since or before the days of the Elder Ones. The tales of their mischief are found in every culture, in most every villages, towns and city-states in the Empire. Alternatively, they are called fairy, fae, Iliadi, sprites, pixies, and sylphim, and their natures seem to flit from one story to the next with the same variation. It could almost be said that fairies are anything unpredictable in nature. The noted scholar Artabazuz, studying at the time in the Crystal Tower of the Somerset Isle, developed an interesting if controversial theory about fairy. He organized the Fae variants on the chain, beginning with the glimmering sparks called pixies or willowy by the red guards at one end and the godlike beings such as Cetius, Conus, and Sucria at the other. In the middle are humans and semi-human beings generating up to intelligent trees, brooks, rocks, even mountains. All of this was a new and completely original theory and would have prompted enthusiastic, if somewhat skeptical response had Artabazus not added his footnote. It may be that elves, as a whole, are part of this chain, above Willowy and below Nephrine. They certainly have similar features and propensities for magicka as the other fairy. Artabazus, the fairy chain, first told the Second Era 456. No elf liked to be put in a hierarchy slightly above whimsical pranksters such like the Willowy, and Artabazus was challenged on his assumptions based on a very slight coincidences. Nevertheless, with modification, his fairy chain theory has gained wider and wider acceptance since its publication. The hierarchical chain is not, in the strictest sense, an order of command. While Cetius and Sucria are said to be surrounded by a host of minor sylphim, fairy on the whole are not followers nor leaders. Their plans and schemes are not governed by a higher purpose, simply by their own whim. To this, most fairy scholars agree, because it is based on coincidental evidence and supported by auxiliary theories. It may very well be wrong. You righty. You like Thunderstorm more now that I live in the apartment. If I was at Seneca, I would have to worry about computers and TVs. Kinda true enough. Though, it would be still fine. But of course it's easier when you don't have to worry about it. I can actually stream now and not need to consider that, yeah, I should actually take this off and be without it. But hey, on the other hand, when you don't have these distractions, then you kind of enjoy or can just enjoy. Maybe read the book and some such at the same time while just listening for the rain dropping into the rooftop and everything like that, you know? Hello and good evening, Jim Jim. Welcome to stream for you too. And hopefully you had a great week. And also weekend, considering you weren't here on the Sunday. So, I guess we can be then going after we read those couple of short books. At least got that a little bit forward. But, yeah. I do like listening to thunderstorms, and as such, in Seneca I would be hearing it sort of, you know, better. Plus, then of course you would have to be worrying about those things, but on the other hand, maybe that would be also a beneficial thing. Oh yeah, I had all this useless crap with me. This is even actually pretty heavy. Shield 10 points on self. But it's an armor piece. So had I done that to the end? I guess I had. I'm just like wondering now. I don't actually have the cloak with me now. Did I leave the cloak behind when I had completed the thing, or did it crash? Did I not save it after I had done it? I don't know. I have to go and check now. I don't think I did it to the end. That's annoying. I think I didn't do it to the end here. Did I load the correct spot? Did it crash last time into the end? I guess it might have. Which would suck. Maybe I should just go back and then we'll read those, go through those books later. True. Fine week is good. Thunderstorms are more enjoyable when electronics are not there to be distracting, yes. I don't know, maybe I should actually then load back here, even if I would prefer not to. But it kind of sucks having to come and do this again when we remember what we needed to do to get this thing completed. But I have a feeling that I didn't then accidentally do it. Well, I can sleep though first. Surely. That is something I can go and do if I just get far enough, that is. There we go. And then go back to the village. And check if I actually completed this quest here. Because I meant to, but maybe it did indeed crash in the end and then... Or I otherwise didn't realize to actually save when I meant to. So I needed the one cloak if I didn't have it yet. Because I'm confused, maybe I didn't complete this quest the way I needed to. This guy has a common shirt. Not sure. I guess we'll see and find out. I definitely at least had killed this guy, that was for sure. I think it was actually this guy all the way in this hut then that would have had the thing that I wouldn't possibly have given then yet. Because yeah, this guy has the cloak still on, yeah, of the wise. So I guess I accidentally didn't actually complete this yet. So let's just do this quickly.
Go ahead.
Otherwise it would be kind of annoying if I didn't actually complete this to the end. Wasn't either of you two though. It must have been in here. Okay, you guys do it. Yes. Give. Name. Thank you. And then he just wanted to give the cloak back. And then I can put it on if I wish. If I wish to have a cloak. Let's just save here then. We read a couple of books anyways. I didn't realize that I hadn't done this yet. And yeah. Thunderstorms are more enjoyable when electronics are not there to distract. That is kind of the problem with living... Well, you know... with all the electrical, well, in a place where you don't need to really actually worry about the thunderstorm at all. Need to do anything special with it. Yep, I'm Neravarin. Thank you. And Ammu is now your Ashkan. There you go. Okay, well now this is again done. I didn't realize I didn't accidentally do this to the end. That's very silly. But so it is. Well, what should we then do? Again, is the question. I kind of would like to go and do some of these quests. Or the mouth quests that we got, the new ones. Would that be more sensible? Or should we consider trying to go back into somewhere around here? Which one should we do? Any opinions? What should we actually do here now? Any opinions at all? What should we do today in Morrowind? Okay, I'm heading that way for just a moment at least. Stars are coming slowly back up. Okay. So I have been in this place, Schnuschlecht, or whatever it is exactly called, an Okrim. I would prefer not to have to fight an Okrim. Surely I, of course, would also prefer not to have to fight a cliffhanger, but I don't know. I don't know which one to choose. An Okrim or a cliffhanger. Which is a better or worse choice? I have no idea. Really. At least when it's not a giant Okrim, I guess it isn't that bad. Cliff Racer. Always the so many cliff racers. I'm just waiting it to notice me, but it hasn't seemed to thus far. Quest? Question is what one normally does in this case. Is it? Explore endless river ruins. Yes, that's pretty much also something that one does. Quite a bit. Where? What was that weird light effect there? Where is the someone that is attacking me? I have no idea. I know that there's stars, but that's pretty much all that I know. Otherwise I don't see a damn thing. And I think that someone actually gave up even too. But yeah, but what kind of quest? Should we continue a little bit more on our main quest? Should we do something else? We could easily go and try to maybe do something that I've never done, as in maybe try to convince the Redoran to name us a Hortator. I definitely haven't ever done that. Maybe wanna try to do a little bit forward on that, because as such, to be honest too, I don't know if I want to be playing all of these lands through. It's nice to have that option, but do I really wanna actually do all of that? I'm not sure. So maybe it would be a sensible option to actually go through the main story a little bit more, and whenever we want we can do all other type of stuff anyways after all. When we as such should even go and plan to go and get to the Firewatch and get to this place and everything. Hey and good evening Tajunta, welcome stream as well. Hyvää iltaa to thee. Okay, well, I guess I'm just walking first and probably exploring while heading towards Balmora. Some other new areas may have, possibly. At least I'm gonna be charting slightly more new territory over here, which I guess is something. Hello, rat. I can barely see you. Well, no, you're not a rat. I thought that there was a rat, but you are definitely not a rat. Or if you are a rat, you are a very big rat. And you are definitely also not a rat. How did I think that I saw a rat? Well, I guess it was just enough on the, below the ground level. And yeah, how have you been, Tajunta? Hopefully had a good week thus far. I'm kind of wondering that maybe I should indeed sleep a little bit, considering it's pretty late and I can not see that well forward in front of us. You don't do a lot of damage. I just have hard time trying to actually hit you. At least when I do hit with this Maze of Slurring, it does pretty much kill anything and everything with one hit, which is pretty nice. If only cliffhangers wouldn't be so uncooperative. Well, someday I'll hit you. Peel the skin from my big toe with sandals, otherwise I'm good. Oh, that's no fun. Yeah, very much arc footwear. Okay, well, yeah, that's no pleasant. For sure is. Whatsoever. We haven't been there. Whatever that place is. I guess we could go and investigate that on the in the meantime while going through this area. Let's do a quick save. It's kind of nice looking area, even at the night time. A little bit of a pool of lava, not pool of blood, which I almost said. Oh, cream. Not sure I should be fighting you with this mace, to be completely honest, considering the fact that I'm kind of sucky with maces, but We'll at least try it for a bit. Did I still have my restore fatigue potions? Or did I throw all of them away? There's one. So maybe I would have a little bit better luck trying to hit you. Hey, I've learned. I can meditate. I actually do very little damage to this guy with this though. I was so afraid already about the idea that maybe I would be going and accidentally... Could I at least kill you, please? That would already be kind of beneficial or nice. Anyways, maybe I'll use one of these. In the meantime. Being good. A little struggle to wake up early for work, but otherwise alright. Got a few projects done, personal work related, okay. Productivity wins, and yes. I never seem to find good sandals, there is always some problem with them and these and then to peel the skin. I very rarely use sandals myself. God damn it, die you cliffhanger, I hate you. I guess I should just kill the Okrim then. Well, I guess I hit the cliff razor when I didn't try to hit it. Okay, this isn't going anywhere with that. So I think it's better that I actually go and change into this weapon. So I might actually kill the Okrim one day. Thank goodness. It trains speechcraft. That's kind of funny. It just trains speechcraft. As it's such a useful ability on this mage, to be completely honest. I guess we shall be waiting and resting until morning. And well, okay, 21 hours is kind of more than a morning, but hey, we are actually level 23. You have ascended to level 23. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck to saps. But you know you've earned every ounce of success. Oh, kind of became a lot more morning immediately when I just gave a little bit more willpower to myself, but interesting sort of a phenomena or happening like that. Should I increase agility or should I increase personality? I guess we could use a little bit more personality. Intelligence and willpower more important though. Personality, you can give or take it. Take this bows of the corpse. So, collateral razor more like. Dress shoes are my Achilles heel because they always strip the back of my heel. Aw, damn, very sad. Well, very sad as well. I'm like trying to say one thing and then I'm thinking of the other thing, and then I'm completely confused. Which way did I want to be saying this sentence exactly? And then it's like, well, it doesn't work like this. I don't know why. Am I too tired too? Probably. And yeah, personality. You can give or take that. Who cares? But I think this is a new area regardless, and it certainly is, so we shall go and obviously explore it. Mapabi. Mapabi. Okay. Hello.
What can I do for you, friend?
You're actually not an enemy. Nice to know. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Lielevette. How can I help you? I don't know. Do you belong into the Mages Guild? The Mages Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to promote study of the arcane arts. Yes, well. How would you know about Zephrateles, who lives all the way in the other city? All the way into the other continent? That is very silly that you know of someone called Zephrateles, my good Lielevette. How would you? Or especially, how in the Nine Hells would have you any idea where he might be? A guard mentioned that he was on the skyway somewhere. Who guard? Do you have guards here? It is a foolish move on his part to come so deep into the heart of the Telvanni lands. Are you Telvanni? You don't look Telvanni. I'm confused about you. Very confused. Anyways, let's have a little bit of a torch in the meantime. Just so we can have a little bit more vision. But yeah, I don't think you're part of the Telvanni whatsoever. So, what's your place here like?
Yes, stranger?
I don't know who you are. You wanted to talk about Thieves Guild, apparently, for some reason or another. Thieves Guild is in your heart and mind.
Probably nothing.
Maybe, probably nothing. I guess. That's what you say. Maybe you are important in some way or another. The true nature of the orcs. The big children. Origins. Changed ones. No interest in books. You confused me, wilderness lady. Yes, very much so. Well, to be honest, I guess that's no really surprises that wilderness ladies are confusing. I don't know. Do you know me from someplace? I'm Redoran Hortator. How can I help you? Are you an abolitionist? No. Because, again, that has nothing to do with you. Do you know about Neravarain? Call yourself Neravarain, we don't care. Good. Well, I guess you might have something to do with some quest, I just don't know what. But, you definitely have nothing of interest exactly in here. Why do you live in such darkness, by the way? Sure, you got a couple of torches here and there and a couple of lanterns, but it's not a lot. You don't definitely have a lot going on in here. Just saying. Oh, goodbye. I have no interest talking more with you. Why did you do that magic on me? Plighted Ajit. Your speechcraft shall be very low. Now. And why is it suddenly a night again? Just a moment ago I saw it was the daytime. Looking more like a daytime. And now it's definitely again a nighttime. Confusing. Well, I guess it was just barely a daytime. Ah, no until healed. I'm gonna sleep no time if I sleep only until healed. Truly. That is a nice looking moons. But I could still rest at least that 1 more hour, if not more. Okay, now it's starting to look better. You can actually see something. And yeah, it looked like a dawn earlier. Very much so strange. But maybe that was a reality alternating or alternative dome. And we didn't even realize how long we actually were inside of it. Who knows? Mount Azar Nibibi would be that away. Don't need to go there. And all other places are there. So I guess we'll be heading that way then. Hello, Cliff Ranger. How's you doing? Are you gonna race? Or are you gonna hang? I think it's a, well, I guess small mix of those two. I don't know who else is trying to attack me, but I think I still hear a battle music. There's some sort of cave there though. Cave entrance. Maybe we should go and investigate that in the meantime. Definitely a place we haven't been in. Have you not been into the skooma right, Fellaine? One tends to lose track of time while chasing the dragon. I don't think so, but hey, I was thinking that someone chased us, but I had no idea what it was, but it was. It was a you. How do you look like you're in such a slow motion, my dear? Gakori. Such a weird slow motion run. Look very strange. And 1 feet in front of the other, like real freaking slowly. Yes, doors flanked by lava are always so welcoming. Yes, don't you agree? I definitely feel it's extremely welcoming. It's Piran, so it doesn't sound bad. Sounds like a welcoming place. Yeah, just look at it. That's beautiful. Definitely not Tremora or anything, you know. But hey, it also might mean that maybe we will find some more ash statues for our collection. See? I'm just thinking about collections. Collecting all sort of interesting things and the like. Okay. Well. Such beautiful noises you have. I'm not sure if this is going to be an effective mace against you, but I should try to get my blunt weapon skill higher after all. You're very... kind of strange. Definitely dies very slowly with this mace. So... it might be better if I did change the weapon, but I'll try to at least practice a little bit more of this while I can. Your shield is protecting you, eh? Well, I did actually hit you. Pretty good, decent chances. Blunt weapon skill increased to 24. One day we shall be masters of blunt weapons. Hey, welcome to the stream as well to you, Flame Rouge. Hopefully you've been doing very well this week. Okay. Let's just do a quick save. And what then? I was thinking of looking that the blunt weapon did have this. Indeed, right? As in the mace. I'm pretty sure it did have to have it, right? Well, it's anyways 24 and 24. I just got this, so yes. Very logically, it is indeed a blunt weapon. So good. Got that just a slight sliver forward. I guess I like that at least. Nothing on that body though. Tired but good. And yes, how have you been, Flame Rouge? Hopefully, by the way, I am saying that well enough. Can't be 100% sure, however. So, what other dangers do we have in here? Lovely welcoming lava, at least again. Nothing more than just lava, it seems. Just a little lava pool. That's nice. Another little lava pool. But it does continue into one direction. Even if not more than just the one. You are slightly more dangerous, so I might need to really go on and just change my weapon, and I think I will. I think that there is definitely a higher chance of me dying against that enemy if I'm just trying to use that weapon. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Let's just use a little bit of a healing skill then in the meantime. Don't need to use a potion when we don't have to. Let's see, then I would like to still have the torch and the maze maybe, but depends what enemies we shall be meeting, I guess. Okay. Mixed felt horrible Monday to Wednesday, but it's fine now. Well, it's good that it's good. Better now, nonetheless, than it was at the start of the week. Even though it's a shame that you had to have a bad start of the week. I might finally have gotten my sleep schedule in check, so pretty good week. Hopefully it stays. Hopefully so, home. You're saying it right, Kira. Okay, thank good that I have said it correctly, as far as I can tell. Ryushi is from Japanese after all, and I can't speak it, but from what I've heard, you're right on the money. Yeah, from what I would think it should be said in Japanese, approximately like that. Not perfect, but as such, could I say Japanese is after all in certain ways similar to Finnish? Not exactly in that way of pronouncing it, but generally speaking. Good luck with that. I always have a problem with that. Yeah, I have a problem with sleep schedules as well. Sometimes you do have to have a more of a schedule though, for sure. But I do still have a bit of a problem with it. And of course, sometimes me and Sateteto don't really, well, help each others with that sleep schedule, which is also a problem that we should fix. Who is it? Okay, I think I can deal with a dreamer. If it's just a dreamer, I can deal with, yeah. It's not too big of an issue. I do wonder why they are all so naked. Do you have to be without clothes when you go to a dreamer convention? Even if you are sleeping and dreaming, do you have to only have underwear for that purpose? Just like, I don't know if I've ever met other type of, you know, I can easily kill you with this one. But then the other guy could be a little bit more of an issue. I might want to just use this because I would still prefer to have some light. Because light is an issue when trying to... Oh, it's actually even one of the kind of worse ones, I'd say. Well, you're going down fine enough. That is, you're such a beautiful creature. Ascended Sleeper. Oh, so that's what you become. I don't want to hit you with this weapon. I'm gonna kill you with my blunt weapon. You are my type of opponent for the blunt weapon. Slowly but surely, the maze of Slurring will get ya. Okay, good, good. Sleeping clothes on is uncomfortable. Well, but you can then just maybe go completely naked? Do you have to have anything on? Why just the underwear? Why specifically do you want to have the underwear on? It's kind of my question. Hey. Do I see ass statues? Are you an ass statue place where I can get more ass statues? Well, that would be a huge ass statue. Those are candles. Hey, ass statues. Our collection will have more. Not quite in this sort of a thingy, but you know, it will have more regardless. Many more. Many more ass statues. Not on this side though. How shame. I can't even pick up those candles. What an unfortunate circumstances. Well, at least ash statues. So, that's good. Is there anything more? I don't see enemies as of yet, that is. No, unless there's more meat. There's another bell. I would like to pick up that candle, but nope. No can do. Gotta ring some bells. Ooh, loot. So, potion of flight. No, bargain potion isn't necessarily really worth it. Exquisite. Breathing water. I have read it, however. Gold. gold, rupees, frost, resistance, fine, I guess. Standard restore health, I can't take. Take it or leave it, really. Lockpick fails. To be honest, I'm not very surprised that it fails when you try to lockpick like the top of the chest, but you know, everyone has their way of going and actually lockpicking, so this is Villain's way, and it still works. Sometimes. Sometimes even the first time will succeed, which is quite something, I would have to say. Just equip that then, on the other hand. Huh? More gold. Nothing more special though. And a common ring. I don't think that's even worth picking up, to be honest. We need this display case for the statues. Yeah, it would be nice if we had that display case. Next time on Antique Roadshow, Morrowind, will Kide find a piece to complete her lower shelf in the northern waste? Yes. I sleep with my pants on, thank you very much, and some sort of a loose shirt. I have a few, especially for sleeping. I'm obviously not gonna sleep in the shirts that I'm wearing day to day. I'm not really into pajamas. But you have a shirt also then. But these guys don't have a shirt. And I never, ever sleep with like bras. Like this woman all had bikini type of a outfit. They had the underpants and bras. Who sleeps with their bras specifically? How often does that actually happen? It's very strange. On the other hand, my little sis sleeps with her clothes on and then just wears them next day. No idea how she can do that. Really, sounds like it would get hot, but then again, I have no specific clothes for sleeping. But yeah, I would definitely not at least sleep in the clothes that I actually plan to use on the daytime for sure. Other than if I nap, but then that's just a nap. And then I don't use them nonetheless anywhere else than in my like home area. If I actually would be in that sort of a situation. And yeah, sleeping with bras is uncomfortable, like you think so, Soten Tenha too. But like, of course, I can understand that Tayunta and so on and forth, Jim might not have any experience about the bras or using bras when sleeping, but no, I wouldn't use these when I would sleep. Maybe a comfortable nice shirt indeed, or if you want to have a sexier sleepwear or something, but bras? No. No, sirree. Why would I want to use them while I would actually plan to go to sleep? It seems that this place is ending here. There is a door there, but no access to that door. Are you sure? I gotta say this is pretty nice underwear. Yes, for sure. For the Morrowind. Come for Morrowind, stayed for Frostalk. Yeah, Betsu seen. Welcome to stream as well. And that is not vanilla, right? I would assume that is not vanilla, Morrowind. I'm not 100% sure, but I assume it's not. I definitely do not remember it look like that. I don't remember it either, but to be honest, I don't think that I would be able to remember it. Real pro talk. Not pro talk, pro talk. But yeah, hopefully you've been doing well too, Betchujin on the other hand. But just came into mind when talking about why do they wear these clothes, these streamers. This guy has underwear. That's more logical. That's something that I would accept. But I don't think this is correct. Whatsoever. Just saying. Just my 2 cents on that. Maybe others like it differently, but personally, at least, no. Okay, where to go? This way to get out of here. At least we got some statues. So, and killed a couple of dreamers. they will not become the ascendant dreamers as they would have liked, unless you think of ascendant dreamers as actually getting ascended into heaven or hell, whatever. In that sense, I guess. Let's just equip this back on so I can train my plant weapons some more. Well, I just used Newt version. Don't know if it is allowed on Twitch though. Yeah, probably not, to be honest. Yeah, think it's modded in. I missed the underwear that sparked this talk. Okay. You didn't notice them even previously. They want to show off the fashionable leopard bras. I would imagine not, yeah. Well, yeah, I think it would be... Well, to be honest, I have played some games where there is nudity in some places, like the LA Noire had those certain cases where there was clear nudity, but of course it's not like the full game of either, but it might be that it's definitely at least something that I would have to have for mature audiences, and I do have it, my streams now mark at least that this is for mature people, especially considering that there might be some more nudity in some games at least that we do play, so that's at least good. But then also I would have to be more careful at least when uploading it to YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it, I'm pretty sure, though as us, not like they can screen everything that I would be uploading, or every person that uploads, but still has to be a little bit careful with that, so to speak. As far as I know, nudity is allowed on Twitch as long as it's not the main focus of the game. Yeah, I would think that it's okay in Twitch, as long as it's just something that is a little bit on the game and so on, and not indeed the main focus. However, still it does at least then have to be just marked that it is mature, for the mature people, the stream, plus 18 and so on and forth, so that it cannot be found by children and so on and forth, which is understandable. But then indeed YouTube, I think, is a little bit more strict with it, so would have to be more careful what to upload. And I haven't indeed uploaded the LA Noire yet, because there's the few cases in the middle, but I would feel wrong not to upload then the full LA Noire if I'm gonna upload it, because it would be wrong to not have a few cases in between there, because there's those women that have been murdered and they are of course then completely naked, so it's a little bit questionable. YouTube is weird. I saw some YouTube Let's Player of The Witcher 3 and some of them had to be censored for certain creators and some just don't. No idea how it works. Yeah, it's strange stuff for sure. But I probably would try to myself look into censoring it to some degree, somewhat. So then I don't need to worry about it. Just haven't really usually done that type of censoring of just blurring those things and so on and forth. So I would have to go and experiment on that, but something to look into at some point for sure. Hello, Quama Worm, who I cannot kill with this Maze of Slurring ever. It's a good name, Slurring. Maze of Slurring. Okay, I guess I could be heading this way, approximately anyways. This is nothing I can pick up. I don't think that the LA Noire would be a problem. This is a different type of nudity. Sure, but it's still like complete nudity. I really do not think anyone would call it nudity per se. It would just be more because of the violence, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. It's just that when the female body is completely actually nude, even though there it's not like it's that clear, could I say, but it's still completely nude. So I know that at least some wouldn't necessarily be putting that into there, and I'm just being a little bit cautious of that myself. Nonetheless, it might just be that it's just simply then that if there is nudity like that, that it would be okay, but it wouldn't be for monetization, which to be honest isn't something that I need to be concerned of to begin with, but still, it's just a little bit, I don't know. I kind of just feel that I should censor it a little bit, just in case. Best of way of doing it, just look up some YouTube Let's Play and check a few of them out. Guess so. Come on, die. Die. Cliffhanger, please. Maze of Slurring, why are you disappointing me so clearly? Maze of Slurring, kill it. Thank you. Finally, did your job. Couple of Valet Noir Let's Plays and they censored. I don't know how would they have had trouble if they haven't. Cliffhanger, yes. But yeah, what I've looked a little bit, I have seen that others have censored those parts too, because it is still complete nudity. I'm pretty sure that those who were here on the Twitch streams watching the LA Noir remember it. That there were those cases with, well, women being killed in that sort of a circumstance and being completely naked, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time since we were in here. I guess we really should go into that relaxment bar, could we say so? I think it was in this place. It's been such a long time, and we kind of discussed that Fele and Saretti might actually like to come and hang out here and relax for a bit at some point, and now that we just kind of stumbled back into the city, I guess it's really time for Fele and Saretti to do such a thing. I think so. Back to Suran. Please. Could you go out of here? Out of my way? Here, House of the Earthly Delights. Besides, considering we just talked about female bodies and all that, for some reason I imagine you censoring it with some smiley emojis. I played the game myself. Honestly, I wasn't really looking at the naughty bits because, well, it was a horrible murder. Yes, and I wasn't looking either, but it's just when you know that you would be uploading it there and so on and forth. It's a little bit different when you just play through, but then now going and uploading it to YouTube. And yes, the oh my, House of Earthly Delights. Someone is also begging for money to be able to enter the House of Earthly Desires and all that. So what you doing here, Movies Moran? Great Blaze, huh? Why can I talk to you about humor? I don't care to talk about humor in here. Those two are completely in sync. Why aren't you dancing? What's wrong with you? Aw, not only you dance, you don't dance. Why? Okay, now you started to dance. I guess they are in a rhythm and then you start at some point. There's not even music that you guys are dancing to, but then you do exactly the same rhythms all the time, or the same movements. It's kind of strange, but as such there's no good dark elf females in here, to be honest. Huh? Welcome to my house, dark elf. Make yourself at home. Good, I have a, well, apparently you have sukar, moon sukar, but that's not really any alcoholic drink or beverage that I was thinking about going and looking. That's not exactly what I was looking for, to be honest. I guess we were in the space portal not so long ago. Yeah, true. Awkward dancing without music. Might as well check this one out too. Yes, true. Very true. Do I have any beers of any type? I think I sold most of them, but I didn't plan to come in here, and it seems very stupid that you wouldn't be able to buy such things in here. Well, you could buy Moonsukar, but that's also not even Kuma. Kinjarsi. That is quite of a name. I want a skooma or something. I would like a beer. Is there no drinks available in this establishment? I gotta say that I'm very disappointed with this establishment where you can't even buy something like that.
Yes.
Truly. What kind of establishment is this? You can't even buy any drinks. You can see them in here, but you can't buy them. I have to go and buy my own drinks from another place. This place isn't going to get a good rating whatsoever. Nope, no good ratings for this place. Okay. Outfitter isn't going to have any drinks for me. Where's a proper trader? You are definitely not a proper trader. You're a smith. Pawnbroker might have some drinks. Let's go and get some drinks. We are going to relax. Do you have drinks? That's exactly what I would like. See. And you have potions. I'm not sure you have drinks. What kind of a city is this? You have to be bringing your own drinks with you to be able to enjoy yourself. Truly. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Disappointment. Fine. Don't have good drinks for me either. The dance is pretty much the same. I feel like Nis in Skyrim is using the same dance animations, okay. 1 star, a star on TripAdvisor, very much so. 1 star never on Moon and Star site. I would imagine that's a great score. Like, almost 1 out of 2. I got some rum. Well, you got some rum, but you can't share it with me. Well, it's definitely not a moon. Not over it anyways. Oh. Where am I supposed to get some drinks in this place? From the lake? Is that supposed to be my drink? Now for some reason I got the sentence ei tippa tapa eikä hämpäriin huku into my mind. For some reason. Who is trying to attack me? Someone can translate it if you wish. But who is trying to attack me exactly? Please, do tell. I can't even go and shop in peace for freaking something to drink. Whoa, that's pretty orc there. I obviously understood you, Kid. Good thing, Flame Rouge. Good thing. Probably a cliff racer. You sure you haven't been drinking? Oh, no, I wasn't drinking at all. Probably a cliff racer or slaughterfish. Maybe so. A drop doesn't kill you and you won't drown in a bucket. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Pretty much. That's just a saying. Do you have drinks? Seriously, does no one in this place have any drinks? For a man who wants to just drink? Hey, full quaint book. I don't have that book. I need to get it. Spirit of Nirn, God of Mortals. I haven't read that book either. I don't have these candles. I'll buy those too. And the lantern paper, sure. I'll buy these things. But you otherwise disappoint me gravely. Gravely disappointment. I'll at least sell you this thing, I guess. Just something like this. Fine. My pleasure. Technically you can drown in a bucket though. Yes. Now that song is playing in my head. You're a Telvanni wizard, right? Make some booze yourself. What kind of alchemist are you? I haven't really gotten used to making actually booze, but I guess I gotta be making it my own because these people are pathetic in actually letting me have some booze. Train fatigue, I guess, would be fitting. Train fatigue and poison. Okay. Black Rose. And what else would we want? Train agility. That would probably be a good one. Train luck, maybe. Train agility, sure. Then I do just need something that actually does these things too. Something else that is. Train strength, train speed, train fatigue, and where would be something else, as in train agility? Train. I wonder how long the effect of a train agility in something like this sort of a potion would last. But I guess we can test it out. For sure. Train personality, that might be even better one, to be honest. Well, train agility it is. Nonetheless, I've chosen it. You created a potion. I accidentally didn't name it a proper boost, though. Which is very sad. I should have named it. It's just train fatigue potion, but really it's Koskenkorva or something like that, I guess. It's pretty heavy stuff. Moose. Just use all train intelligence for the purpose of the immersion. Well, I guess that's also one thing that I could do. Just train intelligence a lot. Maybe that was just a test that I can do something good and not actually the one that we should be doing. Train intelligence. Where's train intelligence? All the train intelligence possible. To be honest, it sucks to be honest, because I've never actually been properly drunk. I wouldn't know. So I trust you guys in this, that it's train intelligence that I need. Okay, Grave Dust. Grave Dust. And where else do we have good ingredients to make a good booze? Where's the train intelligence? Muck. It does cure common diseases, which, I guess, if you consider alcohol, it does kill some bacteria if you use it on a wound. So I guess it's decently okay idea. Maybe our personality will be trained too, to be honest. Yep, that's good. Personality train. Then something more. One more ingredient somewhere. Train. Where do we get something like that? Train strength, luck, agility, fatigue, magicka, train, willpower. I don't see any good other options. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know if you actually do anything. Hey, that's good. Even more train personalities. Not a huge amount of train intelligence, but a little bit. And I still, again, I completely forgot to freaking name it. Ugh. Why do I forget to name something? Fine. It's booze. It's just heavy stuff, okay? That's what it is. Okay. Increase personality in my case. Okay. Well, I guess I should have made a potion to increase personality then. By the way, vices in this game are OP as hell. You can just use bunch of skooma to kick vices ass on a really low level, okay. I know already how to make boost get I was just kidding around, sorry. No worries. It does, but it feels like your ideas are just getting better and better. Okay. Real stupidity, train wisdom, or do they have wisdom in Morrowind? Increase personality. Train intelligence and wisdom and increase personality sounds about right. Yep, that's the receipt. I'm not used to people taking me seriously. That's new. Refreshing. It's good that it's a refreshing feeling then, Flame Rushi. Depends on the person. For me, example, physical effects are very minor, but I talk all the freaking time. Well, but is that then good personality or is it worse personality? That's the thing. Is your personality actually increased or is it actually worsened? Maybe for Fellain Zareti, it isn't exactly the best thing if he's talking a lot. So your potions are free spirits, they refuse to be labeled. Truly. Just make a sleeping potion, that's pretty much my reaction to alcohol. Yep, yes. I will start with the less good stuff, as in the train fatigue. This is the not that great. It doesn't really make you properly high or anything like that, but let's drink it here, watch a little bit of a sunset, enjoy the battle music, and then we can go on and move back into the... There's even other people here drinking and wishing at the same time. Then we can go and enjoy the ladies, even though there's no dark elf ladies, which is truly a shame. It's not really as good as it is. Why are you even begging to go and get inside of this establishment is my question. It's not like they even ask you for money. They didn't request me for any money, and they don't even offer beers for you to actually spend money. Okay, let's just sit here for a moment and... I have nothing to say to you. Should I start a fight with you, Snorri? Runa's a real gem, isn't she? No. Ugh, and I guess I can't really get you out of my face, so I guess I gotta be the one to move. Just... no. Okay. Let's just drink. Maybe that will relax us a little bit. There we go. The heavy stuff. Oh dear. Maybe I could go and talk to some of these ladies here. I guess they are kind of in the middle of the dancing, but at least she seems to be also drunk because she has danced off the stage. I'm sure you have time to talk then. Hello there. Looking for a good time? Well, apparently you're not, for sure. But maybe, well, looking for a good time, but no offers. Well, that is disappointing. I guess I didn't really then charm you very well at all. Fine. I'll just come and sit down here for a moment. Bar brawl. Might also train perception. Imagine him being drunk or on skooma. How could he not be happy with a hat like that? Hello, ladies. Yes, the vision with his smile is creeping me out. Go talk to the cute orc, Gide. Where's the cute orc? I don't know. I lost the barriers to start a conversation. I have huge struggle starting a conversation with people while sober. Yeah, I can understand that, Tayunda. Can't relate and poor Prawl. Should I start a fight with you? So you're a good kind of drunk. I saw bad types too. Some people are just violent when they're drunk. Those are not fun. Yeah, I get that. Yep, Velen has been drinking. I'm pretty much just as silent as I'm sober. Yeah, I didn't notice anything special for myself, but on the other hand, I've never really been drunk. I don't think it affects my personality really. I remain mellow. Good. So I should maybe think twice before saying some stuff. Maybe. No one here. No one here. Well, I guess we have seen enough of the ladies. And you really had only Moonsukar. Yep, only Moonsucker. So, what do you do around here? Helviana, trader. Oh, trader. What do you trade exactly? Secrets? Talk to everyone, talk a sheep. So, you have some skooma around here? Well, do you even have Delvani Buckmusk? Now that we've already started to drink, he wants more. We want some more drinks, but no. He isn't selling any. She isn't selling any. Why are you so uncooperative in this matter? Yeah, I think it's better go and wander off. Maybe go and fall asleep somewhere. It's even night. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe I should be going and sleeping while we drive with the Silt Strider. That might be also an option. I don't know if we can actually go and drop down from the Silt Strider when we're drunk, but maybe. Look at him, he's so damn happy. I never met a happy Telvanni wizard. By the way, I know it's inappropriate, but the Kachit lady's best. Yes. I didn't want to be mentioning about it, but yes. Being drunk doesn't really change personality, it just remove inhibitions, yes. Do Kachit have nipples like cats, 6 or 8 or so? Well, at least she didn't look like she had, but I think they probably should have. Where's the cute orc that you said that you saw even? I have no idea about this cute orc that Chim Chim was talking about. Is there a cute orc up here somewhere? Where do you see a cute orc? What the? Oh. You were stuck on a tree. Okay, I guess I understand what was trying to attack me. I was thinking that what the hell? Why is this guard trying to attack me? And this is perfect end for our drunk stumblings. Almost getting killed by a guard, throwing our weapons already, and then just... Actually, it was just we were absolutely blind to this cliff racer who was trying to kill us this whole time. Okay. They should have nipples. They are Skyrim mods versus natural Kashir. It was too much. Oh, what a night, yes. Very much so. That was like so weird. He just throwing his weapon like that. Wow. Why didn't they kill that wild... wild freaking... Cliff Racer earlier? I do not understand this. Let's just wander off down and sleep. It's not like there's even any good taverns at least that Palenzareti has been able to find, so... Just get up here and just fall asleep onto the ground where we can. When we can. Maybe we will actually even feel better. Maybe. Maybe just... there's enemies nearby. We definitely don't think I necessarily want to be in the battle, but... It's a little bit of a problem when we can't fall asleep. Because it's illegal. Well, I guess we just fall asleep here for a couple of hours before we wander off. Unless, so to speak... Hey, I got on top of a mushroom. This seems like a good place to sleep. If I could. Yep, just falling off that place too then. Then we saw the Silt Strider and Palenzareti thought that, yeah, I want to get out of this place. This place... Seen better days. It's infested by cliff racers. Around every corner. The Protrel didn't even have much to offer, not even drinks. It's better we get out of this place when we still can. It's a little bit wobbly maybe, but it'll be alright. With Silt Strider, right? You would definitely go and drive with the Silt Strider when you're drunk, right? Okay. So it was a cliff racer. Yes, Lisko anyway. I was right. It's always the cliff racers. It wasn't really hard to figure it out though. They're everywhere. They are everywhere, yes. True, Jim, true. And that's one really long rest bar, gotta say. Just another Friday night on a mushroom, just like home. You're home. Need to find some donor. Yes, totally. Well, we're back here then, but we definitely didn't get exactly the best sleep during the Silk Strider ride, because we still are not fully healed or anything like that either, so that's kind of the issue, but that's actually a very nice scene. Having those couple of towers here there and pretty bright sun and everything. Need to find some, yeah. Balmora, yes, good old Balmora. We are back to this place. Well, I guess it's then back to work though. If we go into Altrune and try to see if we can convince Redoran to name us a Hortator, so that I don't need to be bothering with them ever anymore. Besides, we've taken care of the worst problem if we can convince the Redoran to name us a Hortator. Then we only have Hlalu and Telvanni. That's not that bad. Besides, we had that one who had our surname there, so they have to be some sort of relatives to us, as weird as it may be. Let's look at the hunk without the shirt, Mr. Gaius Casares. Sure. Let's go and see Mr. Gaius Casares if he happens to be around here. Is he though? Has he arrived back home? Didn't he leave? Is he home? Is he not? Did he never actually leave? I do not know. I have no answers. No answers to these questions. Whatsoever. Just a little save. In the meantime, then just head into Gaius Casares' home. He left already. Aw. Yep. He's still gone. Gone he is. There's no one in here, though. I guess it does mean that we could use some skooma if we want to be going and well, if we haven't had enough thus far, so to speak. Did we really want to be going and actually having some skooma? I haven't opened that one. Why have I not opened this one? I do not know. I haven't, though. I did not try to do that. I tried to get into here and use a not lockpick like that. Rather one that is already slightly used. Some gold. But I guess he ain't gonna be using that. So we might as well pick it up. There it is. Welp, he ain't here. He's showing off his specs somewhere else, very much so. How can we survive without it though, Tayunda? We need those specs. I don't know. I just don't know. No. No surprises. I don't know either. How can we survive? No Gaius Casares whatsoever. And those specs. Well, I guess it's back to work after a wild night. That is nonetheless, like, it's so funny that when you actually go and try to be role-playing that sort of a thing, and then wild, it ends into a sort of a way where even the guard attacks and all that. You can't really plan that. Well, guard didn't attack us, but it was a very suspicious looking situation, I would have to say. We're doomed. We are all doomed. That is exactly how I would say it. We are all doomed. We might as well let Dakador win. So it is. What does it even matter anymore if Dakador wins or not? What does it matter? At all. So, Let's see, what did I exactly have to do here then to try to be seen about becoming the Hortator of the Redoran? Let's investigate on that. It's been a while since we've been in this city, but... well, here we are again. Actually, I could also check the bookshop if it happens to have some new stock. I don't know if they actually usually get any new stock, but maybe. Hungover dot to Kida. You sure you've never been drunk and hungover before? No, I've never been. That was pretty nice turn of events, if I may say so myself. Yeah, just think about it. One day, this little adventure with the cliff racer will be in some sort of a book. Very much so. It will be a good story. It will be one to remember, for sure. One to remember. Okay. Did you have anything of interest or just all boring stuff? There's a paper, which I guess is something. Scrolls. Nope, not really anything interesting. However, it does mean that I can at least sell this. And was there some other book that I was carrying that we should sell? This one. It was the second copy of that book. I guess that's fine. Could you give me a little bit extra? Thank you.
Go ahead, stranger.
Hangovers are something you dodge a bullet on by not drinking. Yep. And even though Felizarty isn't feeling the best right now either, well, he still has to go and get to work, no matter how unenjoyable it is. Like, getting tipsy is nice, but it easily gets out of hand. I can get that, but yeah, never experienced. And I didn't feel that bad the other day. I've never been hungover before because I got blasted once. Okay. Lucky you. Well, it varies with the person as well. Yeah, of course. I don't know at all how I would exactly feel about it. For sure. How could I? So... but I do not feel any need to be experimenting with that for sure. I was hungover once. My full feel of balance was totally off. Never again. When I got plastered with my older brother and my uncle, I started to just drink vodka straight from the bottle like water. It feels like the more drunk you are, the less you feel it. It hit me a few minutes later and I just don't remember what happened next. Must have passed out. I guess so. No spirits. But that was my first and last time being completely drunk. Yeah. The most that I've been has been basically just feeling warm. And that's not much. Definitely nothing permanent and definitely nothing that has altered my capabilities of walking normally or some such. Or anything much that I felt that was different overall. So, this was this manor. I do not remember which one is which. Is this the Saretti manor? Yes. At least beer has a built-in slowdown mechanism. I wouldn't like beer anyways. Like I was laying on the bed, not really feeling like I was in that position. Ah, okay, saten tenho. Yep, never felt anything like that, for sure.
You have my attention, Outlander.
Well. Did I do all of this stuff? Yeah, that's a Mace Guild Monopoly, which is fine. What about the... I guess... yeah, here it was. That's a title given to a war leader among the great houses. Why are you interested? Tell your story and ask to be confirmed as Hortator. You have told a remarkable story. It has the ring of truth. You may have been deceived, but I believe you. I may be able to persuade other counselors to believe you as well, but as a condition of my support, I require a favor. Rescue my son Varvur Sareti from Venim Manor. Oh. Tell me about Varvur Sareti. Yes, my son. He's been held in Venim Manor, which is the first manor to your right when you enter Scar. I have heard Bolvin Venim is keeping him in the right wing of his manor. You must be careful not to kill Bolvin Venim himself, Horty. Other counselors will turn against you. In the Venim Manor. Okay, Venim Manor, and I would need to rescue that guy. Okay. Well, that will be an interesting quest to try to accomplish. And I mustn't kill the guy himself. Also, I probably will have to be indeed giving loads of freaking money to these people. Because, yeah, no Redorans really like me a lot. Okay, first to the right, was it? Ouch. But, first to the right? Could you move out of my way, thank you? Moraktong. Is this which place? I guess I should really... Okay, this is the place. I know what you mean, so then how I get that when trying to go to sleep after a night of heavy drinking. Now I rarely have ever drink, yes. Enough people in my family had problems with alcohol, so I saw enough to get pushed away from it. Never felt that. I hope I never will either, yeah. And to be honest, like, I wouldn't say my father has a problem with alcohol, but he, basically his free time, or so to speak, not working time is then almost spent with TV/drinking, and my mother always complained about it. So it's not exactly something that I never ever had that positive picture either, and neither did I have picture or positive picture about the fact of how my mother tried to stop that, because it was very much not working, to be honest. Nagging very rarely works. It just can only make things worse. So yeah, I don't have a positive picture of drinking either. So I never did that. I actually was a weird kid in that sense, that because when I was in the daycare place even, and the kids there was basically even going and singing the song basically about indeed ei tippa tapa Jämpärin ei huku, which you heard there before, as in it is in a song where it's basically that a drop won't kill you and you will not be able to drown in a bucket. And I was a very conscious little kid back then and started to talk about, well, my father even drove the car, one of the cars that he was supposed to be fixing because he was a little bit too drunk, into the next to our basically road, or the, what's that freaking ditch thingy, and I was talking about that stuff and that it's not a good thing to be drinking and so on and forth. So basically from the very start I've been very much against it, which is strange. I don't remember it so well myself, but I've heard it from my mom too, I think. But I do kind of remember it myself, that I reacted like that to them talking like that or having fun like that as a kid, which is, I don't know, that's just how I reacted. So it's the bending over to pick things up that gets me when I'm hungover. Alrighty, Jim. Going to sleep a couple of times, but this was more morning after, scared me a little. Yeah, that definitely is. a little bit more, I gotta say. It was because of the punch at my aunt's birthday party. Just this glass sure was strong and I didn't realize it. My pops, my aunt, my first uncle had the problem had because they're dead, and my second uncle still has this problem. Sounds funny though, for someone not from Finland. It sounds like some bird chirping. Ei tippa tapa ja ämpäriin ei huku. I don't mean to be rude though, sorry. No worries, no worries. I totally don't agree with the clarification of drinking, like the competitive nature of it, but I do think there's a lot to do social application it provides. Yeah, for some people it's good, but as such I've never been one to ever go into bars or such things either, so my friends are all from the internet, other than Satenten pretty much, so I'm weird like that. Yeah, it's so weird, it's even legal, honestly. So in moderation. Well, at least any good friends. Really best friends, good friends are mostly from the webs, internets. Everything is for people as long as you use moderation. Yep, very much so. Moderation is of course the key. Like, I personally have nonetheless drank some alcohol too. It's not like I'm an absolutist that no alcohol ever, but I don't need it really. It's just something that, okay, well, I can drink a little bit, but it's not something I need to drink. I don't have any need for it. So, why should I drink it a lot when I don't feel a need for it? But yeah, I guess we should be trying to go and do this too. It's always like I get into this certain conversation and then don't do anything in game for a long time. I'm not sure if that's the best or not. Definitely some probably wouldn't like it, but on the other hand, in streams I kind of accept it more that, yeah, sometimes we just chat and talk about completely different stuff, and I kind of feel, nonetheless personally, interested to also get involved into that conversation, and not just that, okay, you guys chat whatever you wish and I'll just play the game, nonetheless. So, I don't know, it's just my style, or which feels more natural to me anyways. I guess we're otherwise pretty much ready to try to go. I never really drank that much until I came to here, but I just love the beers here. Well, I would imagine the YouTube people can understandably be annoyed at us. I'm sorry. The German and Belgian ones especially. It's weird that I'm the heaviest drinker out of you, Kide and my ex-roommate. I really don't drink often. YouTube people can skip the true enough, but I feel like us Twitchers, we're here for the talks mostly. Man, I'd love to visit Germany and check out the pubs. It would be definitely a little bit different culture in that, surely. For sure, is. And personally, I still think that discussions can be interesting. You can even leave a comment in YouTube if you wish. But, of course, it's definitely not for everyone. Who was the guy that I shouldn't kill? I should not kill Polven Venom. You, I can kill if I wish. I cannot kill Polven Venom. It's just a question, where is Polven Venom? It's not you, gladly. Good. They can't but imagine if the talks is half the video or more, true enough. Just swim. Or Holland. I don't know if I can also discuss better that first, the person actually that is holding the prisoner. Not sure. I don't know where he is to begin with. No? Maybe I'll figure out where the lord of this place is. It's kind of surprising that they just allow you to go around the place though. Just like, you wanna go and explore all those places? Fine, why not? It's not like this manor has any like privacy or something. You may go wherever you please, especially when you're a Telvanni mage rather than a Redoran person belonging into Redoran or anything of a like. Just go wherever you please. Who cares? Quite the swimmer, if I do say so myself. Then it shouldn't be difficult at all. Are you Arconian perchance? I knew it! You know you're not supposed to leave the tour group, Gita. Well, no one said that I shouldn't. So, besides, sometimes you are supposed to leave the tour group. Like if I think about tour groups that I've been in, sometimes it's time that, okay, hey people, you can just spread out, take your time, this amount of time, go wherever you please in this area, approximate area. If you go too far, you can't really make it back, so in that sense, in the approximate area, but otherwise do whatever you want. We'll catch up here back in hour or two, so yeah, you can go outside of the tour group. Just depends on the circumstances. Chim chim, just my 2 cents. And I have been in tour groups in Italy with my sister specifically, considering she is a tour guide over there, so I have been involved in some relatively recently. What about this door then? What's behind number 2? I'm just thinking of leaving the tour group in the White House. Just go on, we'll meet soon. Netherlands is on my list also right now. The top 3 places I'd like to visit are Germany, Netherlands and Russia. Karelia to be more specific. Karelia definitely, when you have some roots there, should be a place to visit in, I'd say. I don't know. You just live alone in here on this room, that's fine. I don't know about this place at all, to be honest. Right wing, okay. From here I can also get to the right wing, which is fine. But I would like to visit other places first, just because of the fact that in the right wing was supposed to be the actually captured person. So, let's visit the left wing first and check if there's anything, and after that we'll go and actually investigate that place a little bit more. Quartz outposts. Well, I have no idea where this person then anyways is that I'm actually supposed to not kill. If they are also in the right wing, that can be a little bit of a problem, I gotta say. A little bit of a problem. Should I paralyze them? Can I paralyze him? So that we could just go. Just move on. Hey, you got a book. This is the book that I need. Sorry, but I'm taking it. It's the first book of the Wolf Queens. It's a must get. Absolutely a must get. Sorry, but it's mine now. That's locked. Why is the one door locked? Suspicious, I'd say. Suspicious. I'm the, like, if you think about Felensaretti, what kind of a thief he is, he's a book thief. That's like absolutely the thief he is. I'd visit the town where my grandparents were from. Yes, it's in the area Finland lost to the Soviet Union during the war. Yep. Karelia is still part of Europe, right? Well, part of Europe if you consider that it's a part of Russia. Part of Russia is part of Europe. Sort of. Yes. Well, at least wish you luck then. I've been thinking the next place I'd like to go was Korea. Interesting. That would be something. Visiting your roots as they were. Yes. I should also visit back to Australia one day. I think, well, of course, most of my roots are still very much Finnish. But from my father's side, we do know that two brothers, where my surname actually comes from, did move here either from Sweden in the, was it 16th century that I should be saying it, somewhere in 1600 something. They moved here either just from the Sweden or through Sweden from Germany, something like that. So part of my roots are from somewhere else, but even those roots have been in Finland already from the 16th century forward, so, or 1600 something, 70 something. I don't know. But they've been nonetheless here for a long time. Really, holy shit, yes, very much so. Been long Finnish roots. But we do know that they did move here because they had to choose the surname back then when they did move into here. So we know from that. And I think all that have the same surname do have some relation to me. However, very long, of course. Like, it's not like they are close family, all of those who have that surname. But I think they have some far distant relationship then to me, though, those who do have the same surname. You know quite a lot about your family legacy then. Yes, very much so. I do have problem with communists despite my left leaning. Yes, understandable. Never knew my family history that well. Yeah, I even know that we actually have some relatives that, again, didn't really even remember that they were from Finland even really, or were in here. But in Boston, I think, area is some relatives that are relatively close relatives to us. As in, they moved when Russia took control of Finland originally. Because, of course, it's kind of rational that at the time, quite a bit of Finnish people did go and move from Finland away because we went under control of Russia rather than be under control of Sweden. So they moved at the time to USA. And of course I do know that some of my mom's relatives then in more recent history did move there. But otherwise I don't have any contact with any of them or anything of the like. But one of my mother's more closer relatives at least did die there very early on, and I think he did have a son, but when the mother remarried anyways, there's no knowledge or no contact to them after that, so kind of lost that route anyways. But he died, was it in Canada, cutting really big trees, because that was very dangerous time, of course, back in the day when you were cutting really huge trees, and then if there's some sort of accident, there's a very huge likelihood of dying in that. Communists are easy to disagree with. Yes, kinda. Death got posted as communists. Yeah. Fine with right and left wing as they do not go to extremes. Yes, extremes are of course usually the worst things. History has an effect on it too, as you said. Well, I have left leanings and I have right leanings. I would say personally. I used to be more left leaning back in the day, and I've definitely gone more right nowadays. But I'm definitely still more leftist. Or if I would have done the 8 values test, it put me in the social democrat anyways, because I still do think that the social security system that Finland has is the way to go. However, then just I'm more nationalist than such, which I just happen to be because of the... Well, as such, if your native tongue is English, you have no reason to think that your native tongue would ever go extinct, for example. You don't have to be worried about that whatsoever. Chiskide, you know a lot on top of your head too. Yeah, well, decently. I remember relatively well. I have a relatively good memory. I guess I played enough memory games. But, was it Livonian language, for example, in Latvia, that was related to Finnish language too, is one of the languages, partially, of course, because of the Russia took control of Latvia too back in the day. It went extinct in 2012 or so, somewhere around that time. The Livonian language, last speaker, native speaker of Livonian language died. It is something that they try to establish there again in that area, those who have roots of Livonian, but it's so much riskier to lose a language, which to me brings diversity, having a lot of different languages in the world, if you don't have your own national borders and so on and forth. And there's so many different languages, and I think they all bring richness to the world, and if you just mix all cultures or all languages together into one, they can't all survive. One language will be the major language, that's just the way it will be. Or few languages might be major languages, but there's a higher risk from my point of view, risk in languages or losing languages if you have like just one huge country, for example. So yeah, I don't want Finnish language, for example, to disappear, and I would prefer that many of the other smaller languages which are more in risk. For example, there's a lot of smaller languages that are have linguistical family lines to Finnish that are inside of Russia. Karelia to be one, for example, that is in there. Karelia has also, it is very similar to Finnish, but it has differences. And there's many others that are in the risk of extinction when they are inside of Russia. It's a lot easier to stay and keep your language if you have national borders. That's my opinion of it. Yeah, do what you want as long as you don't hurt anyone is my political view. I can understand that. Well, I know that my family, I identify with my mother's side, has lived in Seinäjoki at least from 1789 when our old house is built. Yes. All that facts about your family. Yeah, I can understand that. I do think that culture should protect their identity. Yeah, that is definitely something that I do believe in. I guess Finnish people in general have a stronger sense in that, plus Eastern Europeans have a stronger sense for that, because a lot of Eastern Europe were communist, and on the other hand, we here in Finland were able to protect our land still, considering a huge enemy like Russia at the time, trying to take control of Finland, and we have no idea what sort of a situation Finnish language or Finland would be now if actually we would have been taken over at the time in World War II. So I definitely don't think that we would be in as good of a situation as we are now. Of course we can't be completely closed off. That's absolutely, of course, not something that I'm meaning. But I just don't think... Well, selling diversity as a concept, it's very much based on just the idea that race and sexuality and these things, for example, are diversity, when to me diversity is so much more than just that. Like languages are a lot of different diversity, but not all diversity can just survive when they are all lumped together. They then will just become one big, like... As said, I don't feel that they can all remain distinct separately unless they segregate. Like if you think about gypsies here in Europe / in Finland, they do have a little bit more of their own self-identity here, but they have been kind of a segregated group in Finland and otherwise overall in Europe for a pretty long time. They haven't really tried to assimilate into the society. Some, but a lot of it doesn't. It's better in Finland than it was back in the day for sure, but in general it's its own separate little culture, sort of, you know. Yeah, it's going in the worst direction, unfortunately. Yes, I would agree on that. Russia took over half the Europe and the Germany took the other half. Well, Germany. Yes, if you think about the European Union now, if you mean. But don't languages die out not just by imposition, but also from pragmatism? Yeah, well, I'm not pragmatic like that. It would be so boring world if we all just talked English, for example. It would be such a freaking boring world. I know a lot of second generation kids in Australia just didn't learn their parents' language because they just used English everywhere. But for example, Finnish, I would definitely, no matter if I would actually move or not, I would definitely teach my kids Finnish. That would be no question, no questions asked. Absolutely. I will not agree my children not learning Finnish, freaking A. There's no question about that. Besides, on the other hand, I know from my sister's side that she has quite a few friends who live outside of Finland who haven't taught their kids Finnish. And later on, those kids have wanted to learn Finnish. And it's so much more difficult to then try to learn Finnish if you have not been hearing it as a kid. So I kind of think that it's kind of even a disservice then. But maybe it's just certain cultures or certain individuals who actually then want to learn their other mother language, and then some don't care. But I also know people who would want to learn it, and they haven't been taught it as a kid. So, even though they could have adjusted everything in Chinese had they wanted to, Australia is quite good like that. Obviously, peace and cooperation between countries is good, especially between European countries, but they should really place the needs of their own people first. Yes, and definitely agreed on that, Tayonta. I'm not giving up. I have trouble forming this sentence in English, and no worries, Tayonta. No worries. The problem is that most political parties go out of their way to move too much into that direction. Yes, definitely. I am glad that we all kind of agree with a lot of these points, though, for sure. Nonetheless, sure, we have our own little opinions into, or differences in opinions, but in general, still. Of course, on the other hand, it's good to have discussions with people who do disagree with your own opinion. And as such, I have had some such discussions at least. Or well, we talked with Chin quite a bit about some things at least, that we did have different opinions. Or at least what I knew about some things that you didn't know, and so on and forth. So just giving a different perception or perspective could be the best way to say it, really.
Go ahead.
So just saying, I learned Chinese, Cantonese, German and Dutch largely out of respect for where I was living, yes. And yes, I definitely can respect that. Also, I'm terrible in all of them. In fact, I love learning other languages. Yeah. I love it, but I'm not the best in languages or learning languages. I already make so many mistakes in English, or especially if I write English. I have a feeling that, or I know that some people that I've wrote or written in length in English, I know that if I just read it like I think of it at the moment, even though I kind of like to do it because it's just more personal when I just simply write the things that I think and so on and forth, but it's something that won't work in English because my sentence structure isn't, could I say, correct enough that way. I could make it work in Finnish better, but because it's more Finglish then, if I could say something like that, but it doesn't work that well in English. In smaller portions it can work, but in a big text or some such, it can be a little bit of a problem if I just go with it, so to speak, just right. Okay. Anyways, But I would like to learn Latin too. But yeah, I would love to learn a lot of languages, but I'm not that good in them. You make no mistakes. Yeah, no, not at all. I suck at languages. Finnish and English are pretty much the only ones I can use. Yeah. Have you tried rally English? My English is weird. I simply understand English, therefore sometimes I know what something says or what I have to do, but I can't translate it to my language. Understandable. Which is question marks or dot question marks. Okay. Let's just see. You put some time in it. I bet you can learn any language with some dedication. Yeah. The only problem with it, for example, if I would consider trying to learn Japanese, would be that I really don't think I would be able to put enough effort to actually learn all the actual proper markings. Even if I could learn to write it in the English letters or our alphabet, but actually using the alphabet or their marks would be like, I'm not sure about this. Hey Vissinekko, welcome stream for you too. And thank you for sharing my channel. I've studied Swedish, German, Latin and Russian, though on some level, yes. It's not that hard. Well, do you have a photographic memory? I'm not sure if I have specifically photographic memory. It's very difficult for me to exactly say what kind of memory do I have. I do know that I can remember a lot of things, considering I can remember a lot of my family histories and then a lot of other little facts and tidbits and so on. But of course, partially it is that when it interests you, it is something that you remember, you know? You still remember a lot of the Chinese characters. It's not the easiest, but as said, put enough time and effort in it, yes. And I was terrible at Chinese characters. I would think that it might be a little bit easier if I, for example, would move into Japan. Then it would be easier because you would actually be there using the language or trying to use the language. And hello, Vissinekko, indeed. Thank you for sharing the channel and welcome to stream for you too. We're just doing a lot of discussions at the moment. It's mind-boggling how Chinese or Japanese, for example, remember them. Yes. And yes, a wild Vissinekko appears, so to speak. Okay, I'm gonna try to actually play a little bit forward so we don't just talk about these things, but they are interesting things. And I do indeed have very clear opinions about a lot of this stuff. Note. Malsa, keep our special quiz in the room behind the tapestry. Ooh, make sure the door is locked and that he is on the guard at all times. If he escapes, I will blame you. Me. Behind the tapestry, eh? So it must be there. But, before that, let's go and have a look around the place a little bit more, just in case, and maybe we can have some discussions with someone who is a lord of this manor and so on and forth. Where does this exactly lead me even? Writing is pretty much the only reason why I haven't studied any Japanese yet. I have studied it just a little bit, enough so that I understand exactly which things are similar in Finnish and Japanese and which things aren't. Like, for example, that there is indeed the vocal balance and there's the double Ks and double Ts and, well, double consonants overall in use. And indeed if I remember correctly, girlfriend happened to be kurufurendo, which is like kind of funnily a little bit, sounds a little bit English, but then it's very friendo and so on, like that way. Or shower, yes, shower, I think was the thing. Subaru might have been sitting, if I remember correctly, and of course kawaii, arigato gozaimasu. Yeah, some stuff. Don't remember that much. Wasn't kanji for loanwords, maybe. Tree or the forest in Japanese, hiragami or katakana, not sure. But cool that you remember the other two alphabets. Katakana was the loan ones. Okay. It's fun. Embrace the zen of the brass calligraphy. But then I kind of would like to also learn Italian at some point. Kind of, but I'm not sure if I will, considering my sister's boyfriend is Italian. So it would be kind of nice if I could actually talk some Italian too and not just communicate with him in English, especially when both of us have difficulty understanding the other person's accent. Because, well, Italian accent is also pretty heavy, could I say? And then when he's not used to listening to Finnish accent, my sister doesn't really have that much of an accent. My accent is sometimes something that he really has to think a little bit also longer to actually understand. So, and then I would like to learn German, and then I kind of would like to learn Hungarian just because it is a little bit more distant language that is related to Finnish. And then I kind of would like to learn Estonian, and of course there's other Finnish-like languages that could be interesting to learn too as such. And then Japanese, of course. Of course there could be more languages, but those may be the most that I'm interested in. The problem is that I should learn Swedish, and I'm not interested in learning Swedish, which I should be interested in learning to some degree. So I should learn Swedish, and I'm not interested in it. That's the problem. I'm not interested in Sweden when there's even the freaking Swedish party, who specifically the only things that they care about is keeping Swedish as a must thing to learn at schools and such, which just annoys me greatly. Would like to learn Russian myself because there's a lot of Russian workers around. That would be interesting enough to, in all honesty. I wouldn't mind learning Russian either, to be honest. And yes, Latin. Latin is of course also, but it's difficult to learn almost dead language. Close to dead language. I actually have one book here that I could try to translate. I found from one of the flea markets around here an old Latin book that is basically actually like the very old history book, one of the first history books, but in Latin. So it's it would be quite of a thing to try to translate that damnable thing. So I'm happy to have it, but I'm not sure how well I would be able to try to translate that. It would take a really long time and effort to try to translate it, for sure. Never met a Swedish person who can't talk English or Finnish, and don't know why I ever would. True, but yeah. Yeah, no interest in learning Swedish. Yeah, and still we would have to, basically. Basically we should learn, or know how to speak Swedish, nonetheless. So, yeah, that just led us to the private quarters. No interest going there. Swedish is one hell of an ugly language, I may be completely honest. Well, I guess I'll investigate this way as well while we're at it. See if I can find the
What do you want?
Ditras Deldis. Not exactly that I wanted to find you, but that also leads me to a private quarters. Well, I'm not sure if I can then talk to the actual guy who I was meant to not go and kill, but I guess in a right time I might at least try to break the guy free from that place. Oh, thank you for the follow, Specky, as Axe Specky. Hello, hello, hi all. Hi, Asax, Specky, and welcome to stream for you too. We've just been chatting a lot about different things here. And slowly trying to proceed in Morrowind. But welcome to stream, hopefully you've been doing well. Let's see, what was I trying to do? Going into here, yes. Am I actually hidden? Who is there? You aren't there right now. Are you going to be planning to be there the full time is kind of, I guess, my question then. Or not. Open anything, question mark, do I need this? Yes, I would need this. Well, not open anything, this will work. Okay, so Vissinekko knows you. Were you watching Vissinekko previously? But yeah, welcome to stream. Latin was one of my subjects in matriculation examination. We could use a dictionaries though, so it doesn't say much about my Latin skills. Yeah, but at least it's still when it's not like we actually tried to study or had the possibility to try to study Latin for that long. So welcome. Your crime has been reported, which is very unfortunate. Well, it's a crime for good cause. Hello, Varvor. Did my father send you? Are you here to rescue me? Should we travel together back to Sarehti Manor? I guess so. Shall we? Follow me. Take me to my father in Sarehti Manor. I think I have to fight. I'm not very surprised. I think this is going just fine, even though my crimes have been reported and all that, so that's all good. You seem to be a little bit stuck, my friend. Unfortunately, you do need to die, yes. I do not like actually the fact that, though, there's the fact that they say that my crime has been reported. So the question is, how soon will someone come and try to take my things that I have stolen? That's unfortunate. Spec is one of the good ones. Okay, good to know. What are we actually doing in the cave now? I'm trying to save this guy, so that we would be called in Redoran House the Hortator. So basically that. Mostly wandering around listening to the voices in our head. True though too, because we talked about a lot about cultures, languages and so on and forth. So lots of other stuff that we did and talked. Otherwise known as Twitch chat, as you do. Gain to get accepted into the house, end up stabbing the guards, persuasion skills. Oh wait, these are bad guards. Yes, very bad guards. Extremely bad guards. They are holding a prisoner after all. So there's that. And then most likely I too also have to fight over here. Unless I'm quick. Can I be quick? Just run. We don't need to kill more. Just run. Okay, you got out. Good. Good for you. I'm just very much hoping that I do not have to be going and starting to pay any poundies in here. Reputation is 25. Can I talk to you to get rid of my poundy? I don't wanna lose any of my full queen books. Definitely, especially though. Can I pay you? Pay gold? I don't know what else I have stolen. What I might be losing out on. But I think that is something that I have to take care of immediately. But now then, just pick up these books back. Thank you very much. Definitely those books were the ones that I didn't want to be losing out, because I've been looking for those damnable full queen books for ages, so to speak. So I got them. And yes, very much bad cards. We did nothing, honestly. We couldn't even get drunk in this place. And the girls didn't want to talk to us. Yes, that also happened. We tried to go into a brothel and have fun evening there and everything, but it didn't work out. It was a bad night. And we fell from the mushroom. And a cliffhanger tried to kill us, which a guard there took care of for us because we couldn't really kill it in our current condition at the time. It was a creepy smile, I tell you. Yes. Bad guards though. But yes, lots of stuff before all the discussions. Sarati Manor, are you ready to go back home? Oh, those kind of girls. Yes, those kind of girls. Well, we did visit the space portal too in the previous time in Long Journey Home, so I thought that you knew. Hello.
May I help you?
Now talk to my father, Artun Sareti. Yes. Yes, my son, Fafu Sareti. You have returned him to me, and I am in your debt. You have rescued my son, and I am forever in your debt. Well, would you then give me a Redoran Hortator? You rescued my son. Words cannot express my gratitude. Therefore, I name you Hortator of House Redoran. I also promise that I will use my influence with the other councillors of House Redoran. Alas, there is the obstacle. Bolwyn Venim will never name an outlander Hortator. But if you have the full support of the council, he may agree to an honorable duel. Interesting. So Bolwyn Venom will not agree, but maybe we could get an honorable duel agreement. And yes, we still didn't find the cute orc though. We very much didn't. Yeah, I know your type, Kira. Just don't want to assume. I started to think I imagined her. I have no idea, Chim Chim. You just said that there was a cute orc girl. And maybe we are thinking about the orc girl from Divinity Original Sin. Maybe that's the cute orc girl that you're thinking about. Victoria, was it? Maybe it's her. I don't know. But anyways, so Bolwyn Venim. If any other councillors were killed or murdered, the other councillors would refuse to name you Hortator. But Venim is tyrannical and unjust. And if he were to die in a duel or a fair fight, no councillor could find dishonor in it. I guarantee it. In fact, if Venim dies an honorable death, I promise I will continue to plead your case with the other councillors. Duel, eh? How do I get that done? The duel is an honorable tradition dating back at least to the founding of Rasdane. Each party to the duel makes an agreement as to the compensation that will be given to the winner. The loser is legally bound to this agreement. Most duels are fought until one party admits defeat or falls in battle. The duel to the death is less common and only ends when one party is dead. The winner of the duel may take what he wants of the loser's possession, but some consider this dishonorable. Between this Long Journey Home and Observer, these girls expect coin in your games. Totally. We know. At least we're not running around the gates with reavers in the underwear. Silver lining, you know? Yes, that is the silver lining. Oh yeah, lest we forget the bra discussion. I missed the bra discussion? Aw, yes, you did miss a bra discussion. Apparently they're too uncomfortable to sleep in. Who knew? I wouldn't sleep in one, yes. So, that's just my opinion. Rather just a shirt. Bra discussions. Yes, well, first time for everything, right? But what other councillors were there? Bolwyn Venim was the one that will not name us. Then there's Clarissa Leretri. Yes. and then Claran Dramoran, so I do have to go to the other manors. And hope to convince them, though. I wouldn't sleep in Pras. Hey, there you go. Visineko is in agreement. They're uncomfortable as hell, believe me. I wouldn't think they're uncomfortable in general, except maybe joking. Well, I'm too used to them normally speaking, but yeah. So I don't feel them uncomfortable because I'm used to them. Besides, it does help, nonetheless, you know. But yeah, it's not overall uncomfortable, but I guess it can depend a little bit on the bra too, nonetheless, but yeah, I still wouldn't prefer to be sleeping in them. I will take your word for it. Good, good. So, are you the one that is in charge? And through the door, bottom of the steps. Okay, thank you. Depends on the person, I'd imagine, yes.
Let's hear it.
I don't have the proper gear for the pros. Yes, I can understand that. Not everyone does.
I've got better things.
A little bit depending on also the gender and all. Yeah, they are pretty neutral normally. Godsend when jumping, but uncomfortable when trying to sleep. Yes, especially godsend when jumping. If you go and jump, unless you want to be holding them in some other way. But yeah. My experience with bras is lacking. Understandable. Yes, anyways. I didn't mean to go and return from our discussions exactly to the bra discussion, but so it ended up happening. So it happened. Hey, you're the one, aren't you? Yes, Lord of Wishcast and Councillor of House Redoran. Who exactly are you? I would want to be the Redoran Hortator. Atun Sarati has spoken of your good judgments, and I trust him. I will vote for you as Hortator of the House Redoran. Oh, thank you. That's very much appreciated. That was easy. Extremely easy. Yeah, I don't got all day either. Why did you have to stop on my way, guard? Go with the flow. I would wager there are guys with bigger ones than girls. Well, possibly. Kitty, I do think that man press do exist as well. Yes, of course. They're just not mostly or more often than not quite the same thing as for females. I say everything should have pockets. Everything, eh? Bras have pockets. Interesting concept. Go with the flow, bra pockets. If you eat way too much. Yes, I know. They do for extra batting. Have you guys and girls noticed as levels increase, female armor diminishes? Yes, female armor diminishes in a lot of places, yes. Man boobs are a thing. Yes, they are of course a thing. They are of course a thing. Good evening, Koneasa. Yeah, good evening. Yes, welcome to the stream. Hope you have had a good week thus far and all. And yes, very interesting topics. Very much so. You've missed a lot. You've missed Trongen, Felenzaretti, and yes, so on and forth. Letri Manor on the other hand. A great time to come around. Great time, I gotta say. So, maybe I again will just need to go forward to actually find the right person. Okay. But happy to join. Well, I'm glad that you joined, Specky, and you're of course welcome anytime. Yeah, I don't have yet a pot if you try to do the sleep for all. But anyways, thank you for joining, and it was fun to have you around. And good night and sweet dreams. And see you then some other night. Bye bye, Specky. We have come far while you were awake, Onessa, yes. Thank you guys. By the way, Greece and Finland have the same zone. Yes, yes, we do indeed. We do have the same zone. Bye bye, baby. I'm surprised that you know what you're doing, Guido, while talking to us. Hey, I have a good skill in concentration. My concentration is good. You wouldn't know it because I usually or often don't know what I'm doing if I get really into long shots. But at the moment at least I have a good concentration art skill. Who knows? Seems so. Kalinuksta. Galinthita then. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but so how in Greece should I say good night? Is my question then. How should I say it? Though I probably wouldn't be pronouncing it correctly, but maybe in the future I will be able to say it properly. I should be still learning, and that is the one thing that I have always wanted to also do. Okay, so Kalinuksta, but I'm not sure how to exactly pronounce it, so that's something I would need to check. But yeah, I have actually wanted to try to learn in every language possible to try to say good night. I don't know why, but it's just a little gimmick that I would like to do at some point. Is it spelled or pronounced like that? That's a good question. He just left.
Okay, Outlander, but make it quick.
Has given you his support for the title for Hortator. This conflict between house policy and temple doctrine is unfortunate, and hope it is resolved swiftly. Now, how can I help you with? You don't even have those advices and so on that you're saying that you would be offering for me. You lie, mister. You don't offer me such things.
Let's hear it.
Why are you saying you are offering to me things that you are not offering? Kalinishta. Kalinishta. That's the question. I need to listen to that from someplace or another. For sure. Before I can in any way know how I should be saying it. Seems to be pronounced similar way to how it would be read in Finnish. So, Kalinuksta.
Speak, traveler.
That sewing pattern on your rope looks like a piece of toast. Interesting. Then you do the second time you got it. There you go, the second time you got it. Okay. Kalinista or Kalinuska? Nuksta. Now I'm confused. Which one was it? Kalinista? Please tell me I'm not the only one that thinks so. The Greek alphabet confuses me a little. Yes, it is a little bit confusing. I would agree on that for sure. It is a teeny tiny bit confusing. But, this is the entrance, right? Yes. So I do need to find a way exactly to the lord of this place. I am figuring out moment, okay. Sure thing. It looks a bit like toast. Interesting. Interesting way to think about it. It's like a toast. Thank you. Yeah, you are the one, aren't you? I spoke with Artus already. I like what he told me about you. You get things done, and so good judgment. Your story is crazy, but your story doesn't matter to me. As long as you can do something about Dakodur and his servants. I'm making my choice for Hortator of House Redoran. Yay! I am the Hortator of House Redoran. At least by this standard. Soon. It's like a thing. Okay. Kalinichta? It's just like, I don't know. It's just that I have to go and try to listen to it. So, found it. Kalinishta? It's my assumption, but I'm not sure. Yes, Google it. Okay, I will Google after Morrowind. I can't really go to Windows while we are in Morrowind, so I will save it after that. Okay, I will train you all. That's good. Train us. We will be your pupils in this, for sure, so. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go after this? Was there other houses that I needed to go and visit? But anyways, if you are going to sleep, good night, sweet dreams. Galinichta? Something like that. Anyways. And yeah, see you next time. Babes, bye bye. Nini. Is how I would think that. God damn it. I would also very much wouldn't mind if we would be moving this along, but it just seems that you... Where the hell did that guard go? There was 3 guards here. That guard just vanished in front of my freaking face. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Interesting for sure. Autobar Manor entrance. And yes, poof. They just disappeared. Just like that. I wish I had that sort of a skill sometimes. It would be very convenient. I would love it.
Come on.
It's magic.
Just stand around and talk to you.
Yes, I don't really care to stand around and talk to you either when you're so rude. Where's the person that I would need to actually talk, or do I really need to go through the guard area?
Yes,
Could you help me?
what do you want?
Autobar Manor. Yeah. But Miner Autobar. Then through the next door and turn right. Okay. If you say so, why is there necessary to go through the guard quarters here? I have no business with you, guard. Turn right. That's what he told us. Ah, well, do go and snack well. Witcher did it, totally. Snack well. Yes, tajunta, yes. Snack well, tajunta. For sure, Whiz. So you look like the one. Hello, I would like to be a Redoran Hortator. I have spoken with Atun Saretti. He believes your story and says you can be trusted. I have known Atun Saretti since he was a child, and I have absolute faith in his judgment. Please, accept my apologies for not seeking you out and accepting you at once. Forgive me also for believing these rumors about you being an Imperial spy. You have my vote. Miner Arabar hereby confirms Velen Saretti as Hortator of the House Redoran. Tell the other councillors that I have given you my blessings. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Redoran, for sure, yes. Redoran Toreador would be preferable. Toreador. For sure. For sure. Why do you say that all the time? I got better things to do. Well, do something then. You're not doing anything other than just standing around. What kind of better things is that? If you're not doing a damnable thing. I wonder, do I have everyone's vote now? Kind of feel that I should have everyone's vote now. So maybe I could try to go and see if I can find the person that I would need to ask for an honorable duel. I don't know. Maybe.
I've got better things to
Necessary
do,
that you
so
speak with
if you
me.
don't mind.
I don't know. Is it necessary? Maybe you should go. Well, I'm already gone. I have nothing of interest to say to you. He has better things to do, yet he still does it. Yes, very much so. Talks to you every time you pass. What an idiot. I love the way you say it, Chip, by the way. Well, good that you enjoy it. Okay, but yeah, definitely. Interesting place. I don't remember this area at all, to be honest. I have no idea where I'm going here. I don't even really know if I needed to come into here. But anyways. Galzakindu's house. Why does Galzakindu live here? Who is
Let's hear
Galzakindu?
it.
I guess you would be if you would actually make a Redoran house. Gillian architecture, interesting. I assume so indeed. Then you just have Pilgrim's Path here. And on Oblivion. Ashept. That's exactly how I say it. Okay, got something sweet I made earlier today. Good thing, Dayunda. Do enjoy. Yeah, I guess I do not say it exactly correctly. But, I guess it's okay. Nonetheless. Well, it's my accent. Where did I come from? Where do I go? Redoran Council entrance. Oh, don't worry about it. I try not to. I did also hear that one guy at least liked the way I said position. So I think it has something a little bit of a similar type of a shu as H combination stuff. You said, well, just an accenting. No worries, yes, I know. Accent. And so on and forth. Anyways. Redoran guards, I dislike you sometimes very clearly. Could you please move away from my way? Yeah, ain't no problem with accents. Yes, true enough. This was the Letri Manor, so was this the Sarati Manor? Yes. Let's go and at least see if I did talk to everyone, otherwise that I needed to, if I can go ahead and try to find the guy that I then need to challenge to a duel.
Surprise.
Yes.
Please go ahead, Outlander.
Surprise. Surprise! Like a boo or a burr in Finnish. So the other Redoran councillors were... I talked to him. Morrowind. I don't think I talked to Morrowind, or did I? Polven Venom is definitely, of course, the one that especially is difficult, but I'm not sure if I then specifically need to... Where do I need to go and do this? Do I just need to go to him? Maybe. What do you guys say? Normal people say accept as a accept or something of a similar. Yeah. I think that's true. Accept, not accept. That's true. But I do prefer your version of the word. I say things wrong all the time. Life would be boring without the accents. True enough. You should go full rallying list, not that be an accent. That would be. There is a... I linked that at least for Chim Chim previously. There's one kid who talks... Well, lives in Finland, I think now. And talks very good Finnish, but also talks very good English, and he made with his father very jokish type of videos about also kind of teaching Finnish, and especially there's one video about Finnish, rally Finnish, so that also has a little bit more explanation into that. I don't remember the exact name, but would find it. I think Jim even linked that one now. I think so. In Australia, we say accept. It's so hard to actually do rally English when you know better, yes. That be the stream, all done in rally English. Forgive my ignorance. But what is a rally English? Rally English is basically... Well, you can get quite a good explanation from that video too then. But basically because there's those very famous, or some of the most famous Finnish people are rally drivers / formula drivers. Like if you talk or hear Kimi Räikkönen or Mika Häkkinen or some of these rally drivers / formula drivers that are Finnish talk, that is the accent. They don't talk great English. So they have a very strong Finnish accent. So that is rally English. And it's rally English because it's best known accent because of those Finnish people who are very good at formula or rally. So I think people do not like you because you're way too happy. They're like, why the hell is he always happy? Is he high? Goddamn Delvani. That might be it. That video explained it pretty well, I think. That's where that came from. Thanks for the video too. I'll check it out. Yes. But yes, that explains the concept of rally English. But it's of course not something that everyone would understand, especially if you don't watch Formula or Rally and haven't heard them talk. Okay, let's see. So, to my understanding, I got all the other guys. I definitely visited these guys. I visited that guy. That is that person. Redoran Council Halls. Saratti, Letri, Aropar. Interesting that I can't see the one that I kind of feel that we should find still in here, but I don't see any others than the council house unless the one house is inside the council house, but I definitely hope not. So anyways, then I guess it's back to the Venin Council Hall and try to go and challenge the guy, possibly. In this way. I thought you were referring to Kira for a second there, Flame Rushi, and I thought, who doesn't like Kira? Blasphemy. I know, she's always so happy unless the game is stupid. That is at least considerably or relatively rare cases. Honestly, I don't mind the smile of her PC either. It's actually a pretty warm type of smile. But I just make fun of stuff because that's what I do. That's what we're here for, yes. You don't like Felin's Areti smile? Is that what you're saying? But why not? I just smile because you're in candid camera. Like, who wouldn't smile when you know that you've been recorded all the time here? Like, seriously. Would you wanna be looking like, no, life sucks? When you're in camera, you know you've been looked at. Everyone looks at Neravar. Or to become, or to be Neravar. Those weird smiling people. But yes, he smiles all the time. It's pretty warm, honestly. Imagine what those people think. Just always smiling at himself. You killing someone, smile. You're angry, smile. Well, hey, it's at least very good in the deceptive way, if you consider. No one knows what you're actually thinking when you just smile. Always. You're talking, smile. I never smile in photographs. Understandable. I wonder if this guy still wanna kill me or not. At least it didn't seem like they did. I would just then need to somehow figure out where the hell is the guy that I actually would need to now then go and find and challenge. You probably smile while sleeping too. Of course. That's just good dreams for the Neravar. Absolutely. Same. I don't smile always either, for sure. At least a really big smile. So, at least you guys kind of gave up on trying to kill me, which I am kind of happy about. I don't know. I think that I looked through all of these things though. So where is that guy that I should go and try to find and challenge? Do you know where he is? So what was the freaking name? It is... nothing that I can see there.
Let's move this along.
Tilveen Venim. Are you actually the person that I needed to find to begin with? I kind of feel that it might be even you. But, maybe it's not? Let's see. Was it you? Was it not? Will never support Polvin Venom. So it was Polvin Venom, and I can't ask you about Polvin Venom. No. I do not see you saying anything about Polvin Venom, so fine. Fine, be like that. It's just I can't do fake smile. Yes, I understand that. He has those wicked Asura dreams. I wonder what kind of dreams are those. Yes, it's a good question. No wonder he's always happy. Occasionally I've done selling at flea markets. And it's customary to smile to customers then. And my face hurts so much after that. Saying my fake smile is just too creepy and obviously fake. Exactly. Fake smiles are very hard. I smile quite much for Finn though. Photographs are pretty hard to do still. I do smile quite a lot. Because I don't usually... well, why wouldn't I smile? It's not really... like, fake smile is a different thing, but generally speaking, I smile still a lot when there's reasons to smile. And I do like to be polite and all that, so there's that, of course, too. So I do try to smile quite a bit in that sense. I wanna find the freaking guy that I need to duel. Please let me find the duel person. I don't know. Where is the person I want to duel? I'm just asking for a duel. Is it too much to request? I don't think it should be too much to request. Why is this one area specifically so much more confusing than any of the other manors or the big houses? Why is this one place so much more difficult than any of the others?
I'm waiting.
Yes, I'm waiting too. Can you tell me where he is? He is right over there. Okay, so is he here then? You? No, there you are. There you are. My arch nemesis right now. Smile like Finn. A lot is a relative concept. Yes, I don't know how to say how much is my a lot. I do too, but the photos in specific are... yeah, I can understand that. That is barely. I remember someone mentioning it before, but have you tried using mark and recall spells? Great thing for a quick trip back and forth. Yeah, But you can only do one mark location, right? So I do that a lot to travel back to my own home quickly. So I do it there for a lot. I just can't exactly then use it to return to my knowledge. Well, could I do another spell that I name just differently that is also a mark and a recall? Maybe. That might work. If I buy a new spell that I just make a different recall and a different mark. That might work. I just try to take bad photos so they never get published. But I wasn't actually even thinking about that previously for sure. Volume. Unless you have some important business to discuss, Outlander. I success that you leave. Duel me. You're the one that claims, fulfills the Redoran prophecies, then you are a heretic. As the temple says, as you can expect no welcome from House Redoran. So, did I need to convince one other person still to join in the tier? Possibly then yes, because I cannot see anything about honorable duels or anything of the like, so I guess I shall return when I do try to find someone else to join in. I was thinking that there should be maybe one more house, but I'm just not quite sure where this one more house lives in. Because I don't see it here. I just used Mark, the Divine or Amsivi intervention to the closest down, yeah. Then I use the Seal Strider to get where I want, and then I recall to the Mark. Yeah, I get that. I just not used to using the Amsivi intervention, even though I should. Or the yeah, that thing, nonetheless. You should be speaking because you are again destroying me with your freaking annoyance of just staying in that spot, the only spot where I can travel into that way. Why? Why must you punish me like that? Ugh. I don't know. Is there one of the houses inside this place? There was a lot of doors here. So, I don't know. Those at least only lead to the Redoran Council Hall, and I assume all of those just lead back outside. Yes. So I'll at least check here quickly, but I doubt this is the answer. Yeah, I don't think so. That's why I hate this Redoran Manor, and you can just though can't just through the railings too. Yeah, indeed. I used intervention spells very much when I played Morrowind. Understandable. Those are railings, right? I don't know the right word for it. Well, they definitely have the role of railings, but they are kind of like rope railings, so I'm not sure if they could be really called railings. But just my opinion, but I don't know either, to be honest. For sure, I have no idea. Well, is that place then outside? Maybe I should go and ask again where exactly is that very specific person that I would need to still find. I was thinking that that one person might have been someone that I didn't yet actually meet. Tell me about who were the different houses in here. Yeah, that. Redoran Councilors. Brara Morvain. Okay, so she does stay in Redoran Council Hall. It has been overrun. I was thinking that maybe I can just find it like that, but she is just staying there. Mr. Morvain stays in the Redoran Council Hall. So Mistress Morvain needs to be found from the Redoran Council Hall. Okay. Now I got it. Now we can actually continue. Oh, at least the guards aren't always on my way. Gladly. If I have to be honest with you, I really want a fan of keyword dialogue system. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. I like the system in Wizardry 8, personally, certainly enough. I do like the system of Wizardry 8. Especially when you can actually write it, always. It felt like most people repeat the same carpets back to me. Yes, true enough. Of course, it can happen with a different system too, with some certain stuff. But in Wizardry 8, I did at least feel that in a lot of cases they were pretty personable. Or personal responses from a lot of those different people. For sure. Are you the one that I'm looking for? I don't think so. But maybe I can ask you where to find the right one. Found on the lower level, northwest of the entrance.
Let's hear it.
I don't quite understand. But Morrowind was the right surname. Lower level. Where do I get to a lower level? Or does it just mean this lower level? Maybe. No? I'll just... Okay, Morrowind quarters. That's what it did mean, but I didn't manage to really see that before. The battle.
Okay.
Hello, mistress. Would you please name me a Hortator? Artun Zaretti says he believes your story and believes you can be trusted. I still have my doubts, especially with these rumors that you are a spy for the Empire, but life cannot be lived without risks. I agree, we need a Hortator, and I see no better candidate than you. So let the record show that Councillor Morrowind confirms Velen Zaretti as Hortator of House Redoran. Thank you.
Come on.
Majestic hair on this lady. Yes. That's awesome. Your NPCs are way too good looking. I think I've said it so one of the previous streams, but damn, yes. Oh yes, she definitely went to a salon this morning. Or she just went outside and had some nice ash storm. Does wonders to my hair. That could be it. Mod really made them pretty. Too pretty in my opinion. Yeah, they kind of really pretty. Dark elf should be ugly. If you say so.
Let's hear it.
I don't mind it as specifically, at least, that if they are pretty. As they are now. But true enough, maybe they are too pretty. Maybe they indeed are.
Speak, traveler.
I was wondering if I would wanna be changed in those phases or not. But as thus I don't really feel that it's too big of an issue even if I did. Which game has the best looking NPCs in your opinion? So that's a good question, at least for sure. I wouldn't have any idea. Surely. I wouldn't be able to answer such a question myself. Okay. The mod does work wonders. The faces are better quality than in Skyrim at times. At times only. I liked original Morrowind faces. Yeah, I didn't mind them ever either, but of course I just thought that we might as well try this out. But yeah, I didn't mind them. Boo, too easy answer. I won't even mention Oblivion because every face is prettier than the ones in it. Well, so it was here that you were. I am challenging you to a duel. Face me. So you have the support of all the other councillors for the title of Redoran Hortator. Yes, I do. You have played your tricks with the other councillors, but they will not work on me. This has gone far enough. If you are not a coward, as well as a fraud, I will put a stop to your ambitions at the arena in Vivek. God damn it, all the way there. I will meet you there if you dare face me in a duel to the death. Arena in Vivek? Seriously? All the way to Vivek just to battle you? Why don't you have your own duel in place? But fine, I'll meet you there. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid to duel you, mister. I ain't afraid. I shall duel you to the death. How do we agree about this? When is it? What day? I don't know. But I guess I'm just going and you better be there. Dragon Age was pretty good, I think. I do think that it was pretty good. Hard to say about so many games. Now thinking of the prettiness of NPCs in all games. Yes. Potato faces in Oblivion. Guess meant the most immersive looking NPCs. Someone needs the reminder of great faces and overreacting in dialogue of Oblivion. I recently got the Quatch and I just love this guy and the voice acting. To be fair, most Bethesda games have mods to turn characters the way you like them. Personally love the dialogue system with the zoom ins and sus. Alrighty. Go ahead, Outlander.
I will listen.
Make it quick. Hey, my acrobatics skill increased. My acrobatics is all the time just better and better. So that's at least good. I was first looking that when I just turned into that way to look like from the shot, it almost felt like when I starting to like faint or something because it's going all like so quickly, this thing passed. But of course it's just a freaking wind, but you know. Should we go and do the duel? Maybe. On the other hand, maybe we should save the duel for the next time because we basically have otherwise played about 3 hours, so maybe this is a good place to be ending for today for Morrowind. We had at least plenty of different type of discussions, so that's good. Run while you can! A face only mother could love. Goofy bastards. I'd say Mass Effect 2 specifically had good faces going for it, alrighty. But okay, I hope you all enjoyed some more Morrowind and all the different discussions that we had in the meantime. And hey, we are almost a Hortator of Redoran House, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But yeah, thank you for watching everyone in here and also later on in YouTube then. Hope you enjoy all the weird / interesting discussions that we have in here. And yeah, see you then for more. Probably next weekend or next Friday. I might still be here next Friday, but I probably need to go and visit my parents' place next weekend, otherwise leaving just on Saturday, which would mean that the Sunday would have to be a skip day then next week. But I might stream at least for some time in Friday. But yeah, I need to go visit there. There's too many apples apparently that have grown up well, and I need to go and pick them up so I can eat some of them too and all that, or mom wants me to go and get them, so I probably need to. But anyways, thank you for watching some Morrowind, and see you then probably next Friday or the one after that. Thank you kindly. And by too sexy I mean unimmersively so. A lot of discussions still about all the ladies and all. Okay, I stopped recording now. Bye bye all.